before we start the stream, make sure that you are following me so that you can get more of my awesome content and join the Discord to voice chat with me. But don't worry, you won't be recorded. And make sure to go check out my reviews over on YouTube. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you are one of those rare people that like to read, you can find my after action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some of my merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in my About section down below. Alright, hello everyone and welcome. I'm Mike and this is Mike's After Action Reviews. I'm having a weird thing going on with my blue screen back here. I don't know. I gotta pull it tighter, I think, but I'll figure that out. It's a new studio and we are also fully aware that there's a little bit of an echo. We're trying to sort that out. But today we're doing trailers with Mike. We've had a little bit of a weird situation. We basically finished half of the trailers last week when we did trailers with Mike and Tommy. Now we are going to finish those half, the next half, and then once we finish the next half, we're going to have all of them coming out together as the clips that we usually do, the segments, because we do 10 trailers and then 10 segments. So, and they're all going to be coming out on Thursday like they usually do. So that is that. It's a really weird time because we're moving into a new house, and that's basically what the issue that we've been having. And just a bunch of different things have happened that have messed up our schedule and everything. But next week will be a normal week. Also, guys, go check out the Split Fiction Rapid Action Review. I just released that. I know I'm really far behind on everything, but I'm trying to get these Rapid Action Reviews out so we can move on to the normal programming. Otherwise, I try to line everything up with the ad breaks, but if you miss something on an ad break, make sure to go check out the segments over on YouTube. You can watch the live stream over on YouTube where it's archived. But otherwise, I'm going to go to intermission right now, get a drink, and we will be back after these short messages. All right, everybody, just letting you guys know today it is Dr. Pepper. I really like the fact that I have my desk and you guys can't see it. I actually do like that because now I can have stuff on my desk. Hey, this is not an endorsement of Dr. Pepper. Actually, it is. It's just free. Dr. Pepper's great. But Dr. Pepper is not a sponsor. But one day, when we're famous, and Mike's After Extra Reviews has millions of views for each of its live streams, you guys will all be able to look back and, remember that even without the sponsorships that we'll be getting at that time from Dr. Pepper, we loved Dr. Pepper here at Mike's After Action Reviews. So let's check it out. We've got a long-running franchise. It's getting another one. We're going to see what's going on. We're going to see what is going on with that. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not so knowledgeable about this one, but a lot of you guys are, and I want to hear from you about it. So make sure to let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section down below. So let's go. 1 second. Let me see. Oh, and also, guys, if there's any audio or video issues during the live stream, please let me know when we can fix it in real time. I am aware that there's a little bit of an echo, and I am going to be getting some sound dampeners to fix that. But here we go. We are watching the trailer for The Witcher 4 Tech Demo Cinematic State of Unreal 2025. This is coming at us from IGN. With the Google Chrome extension, we can see that it's got 2.4 million views, 64,000 likes, and 2.9 thousand dislikes. What is this? Oh, that's right. I remember the Three Musketeers. All right. We are going to like the video, as we do with all trailers that we react to, except for mobile game trailers, which we don't usually even react to, but we hate those, so we give them to dislike. Check out this trailer for Witcher 4 running on Unreal Engine 5.6. Play as Ciri, a professional monster slayer, a witcher. Witcher 4 is releasing at a later date. What is this? Oh, is this Gwent like the actual Gwent card game? Oh, I liked Gwent. I thought it was a nice game. Okay, so Witcher 4, long-running franchise. Witcher 3 was a huge game. Did really good. And everybody to this day still loves it. And we're gonna be playing. We're gonna be checking out the trailer. I liked the show. Maybe like the first season was good. The later seasons, not really. Let's check it out. We got a 2 minute and 7 seconds. See, I hate this. Why is this? Why does this do this? If anybody can tell me why, every once in a while, do you see how I have to, like, why? Is it because, like, what is it? What is it that possesses? I'm sorry, I'm just having this weird technical issue. If I go like this, theater mode, it's okay. Just a second. Scroll bar on bottom of YouTube video. How do I do it? Okay, so exactly the same problem. You can fix it by. So it's saying that. Here, I want to see what this guy's saying. It's about a minute long.
As the miles add up,
sorry, I'm trying to make this work.
In ways you can't always see.
Watch this.
Steel's thin.
Boom. Sorry, this is just. I'm having a technical issue.
Using the Chrome extension named Invisible Scroll Bar. This will make the annoying scroll bar invisible and fixes the issue.
No, I'm not downloading a. Why is that like that though? You can see how it's the UI here. That's what I have to do. I have to go 50%. Okay. All right. Anyway, we got a 2 minute and 7 sorry about that. We got a 2 minute and 7 second trailer. Let's check it out. Here we go. I hope that you're ready. Here we go. I know this is over here. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna figure it out, guys. At a later time. All right. This looks cool. Okay. Cool cinematic.
Plowing plonker. Break me pearlies on this blasted pit-ridden tract.
Is it just... Are they about to get killed by something? Ooh, is that a wait, was that a werewolf? Oh, never mind. I thought... Okay. What do we got? What's attacking us today? Ooh, what was that? That's something big. The reason I think of a werewolf is because I'm that scene from Van Helsing. But this is a giant creature. This is like a troll or a giant. Oh no, it was just knocked off the thing. I was thinking it picked it up. Picked up the thing here. Oh, it is a bigger than that. It's like a dragon or a wyvern. The graphics are amazing here too, which is really what this is showing us. Is it a griffin? Ooh, a manticore. All right, I'm loving it. And then here comes Siri.
Salt.
Almost had me fooled, Fruin.
What do we got? So, okay, I'm gonna say this. I think that graphics are great, you know, as a cherry on top, but you know, my big problem is that they're not. That's not the content of the game. You know what I mean? I think that it's all great to have all this awesome stuff, you know, but we're reaching a point where, you know, you cannot get more real than real. And, you know, I've said it before when it comes to some of these remasters that are coming out, you know, it's like, if I were to draw a picture of what I imagined a game looked like, you know, imagined a game from my childhood looked like, you know, if I had like a perfect hand and could draw exactly what I see in my mind, probably when they showed me the game, it would be much lower graphical quality than what I had in my mind. Okay, well, so the thing about that is, the thing I'm pointing out by saying that is that graphics really don't matter. How much you like what you like of the game matters. I don't care if it's a pixel game. If it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can polish a turd, but it's still a turd, right? That's the whole thing. Is that, you know, some of these games that have been coming out are really great graphically, but they're just terrible games, and so that's it. They're terrible games. Yeah, let's check out what other people are saying about this. I mean, this is mostly about the graphics. It looks like it's going to be fun. I'm trying to figure out, what is that? Like, what is actually coming through that window? Is that a wing? Is that the thing's wing? I can't tell. It's got to be its head, right? But I can't tell where the head is, because when we actually see it over here, I mean, that doesn't look like what we saw. It's got to be its wing. It's got to have been like stuck its wing around like an arm. Let's check out what people are saying. Gwent 2 is finally here. I can't wait for the inevitable mission where we bring Geralt and Yen out of retirement for one last ride. I vow to seek no grass, stack no paper, and get no maidens for many months when this releases. That's good. Let's not forget the real MVP of this cinematic. That oil lamp not only did not break and cause an unnecessary fire, but it stayed with us until the end, providing illumination. What is this? Thank you for your sacrifice, oil lamp. You'll never be forgotten. Beast name is Imperial Manticore, which lives in Armush Mountains location between... Okay. Oh, he's saying... Okay, so between Sodden and Sintra. So either of these locations are confirmed. Okay, cool. It's 2025. The videos are still in 1080. It's really cool to watch on a 4K monitor. Okay, yeah, I mean, what's up with that? It's a 1080. That is interesting. It's supposed to be like a state. It's like a tech demo of a cinematic, and it's not in the highest level quality that we could get. That's a little... That sound. The sound design is on point, though. That's for sure. All right, guys. I think it looks great. You guys should definitely check it out. I don't think I'm gonna be... The Witcher was never much of my game series, and it seems like I would have a lot of catching up to do to really get into it as much as I would want to be trying to run around that world. That's one of the reasons why I like... The Elder Scrolls is a little bit more accessible, and people always say, I don't know why you'd play any other RPG if you... Because there's The Witcher 3, but The Witcher 3 isn't an RPG, it's an action-adventure game. RPG light, I guess, because you can kind of customize your character, but you can't create your own character. That's what people want. That's what people like myself want, is to be able to create our own character and have our own story, rather than playing through the story of another character, at least in open-world games. In linear games, which I really like too, I appreciate taking on the role of another character. Anyway, awesome. So check it out, guys. The Witcher 4. Yeah, coming soon. When is The Witcher 4? Doesn't have a release date, so it's like The Witcher 4. I'm about to do an action update now. Yeah. Ooh, man. After 2026, we still got a while. Man, go check it out. Check out my my action update to see more information about the games that are coming out and announced and everything. Otherwise, guys, that's all we got for this one. Let's move on to the next. All right. So we have the next one. I'm going to be honest with you. This is funny because I've heard that this is basically way better. A lot of this stuff that we're about to see is going to be way better graphically than we've seen in a lot of the game industry recently, even with the same characters. And I think that that's very interesting. I've only heard that. I haven't actually seen this because I never see the trailers I'm going to react to before I react to them. So, just a moment. Just a moment, guys. Alright, but let's check it out, though. We are watching the trailer for Marvel Tokan. I think it's Tokan. Fighting Souls. Announced trailer coming at us from Marvel Entertainment. With the Google Chrome extension, we can see it's got 2.6 million views, 128,000 likes, and 1.3 thousand dislikes. We're going to like the video as we do with all trailers we react to, except for mobile game trailers, which we hate, so we dislike those. PlayStation Studios, Arc System Works, and Marvel Games assemble for 4v4 tag team fighter Marvel Tokan Fighting Souls, launching 2026 on PS5 and PC. Okay. What? Check that out. All right, so man, what are all these games getting announced now that aren't coming out for like 3 years? Well, 2 years. Man, you know what? I'm an idiot. A year, because I keep thinking that it's 2024. I don't know why. We're more than halfway through 2025. I do not know. What does Tokan mean? Let's check it out. Fighting Spirit. Okay, so Marvel, Fighting Spirit, or Fight. Okay, so Marvel, Fighting Soul, Fighting Souls. That's really what this actually says. Or Fighting Souls. So Marvel, Fighting Spirits, Fighting Souls. Interesting. I love Marvel. I love Marvel Rivals. I've liked that game, but I haven't played it as much as I could. Let's check it out. We've got a... Dang it, I hate this. I hate what's going on here. We've got a 2-minute, 26-second trailer. Yeah. I hope that you're ready. Here we go. I can't do it like that. I fight for freedom. We're friends. Why do you keep doing this? What do you think of Vibranium Shield is enough against my cutting-edge tech? Obviously a foreign game. Ooh, that is a pretty cool. That is a pretty cool version of Iron Man. All right. Boom, baby. So we've definitely got like a Street Fighter Tekken vibe here. Marvel versus Capcom. Alright. Alright, what do we... Okay, so... Captain Marvel, or Miss Marvel here, looking pretty cool, actually. I was like, where's my cursor? Alright. This is the new version of Ghost Rider. Alright, so just commenting on what we've seen so far. Yeah, definitely like a Street Fighter, Marvel versus Capcom. Obviously Marvel's in that, but Marvel versus Capcom vibe here. Spider-Man, we're getting the kind of the new age stuff because that looks like Spider-Man from the PS5 video game. I am loving that Iron Man. That looks like so it's like a Transformer or a Gundam? Yeah, like a Gundam, which they themselves are kind of like samurai, so it's like a samurai version of Iron Man. I don't know how I feel about Captain America wearing like just a leather jacket. Okay, fine. Maybe there will be different skins. That's fine. Captain Marvel. Ms. Marvel here actually doesn't look bad. And everything else we've seen her, she hasn't been the best. I really like the actress from the movie, The Marvels, but I didn't watch that show. It actually made me kind of think, maybe I should watch that show. Ghost Rider's awesome. This is a pretty good lineup so far. Star-Lord looks pretty cool here. I'm liking the graphics, at least of the characters. The backgrounds just kind of look, I mean, nothing to write home about, but they're okay. Yeah, so anyway, let's continue on here. Dr. Doom. Okay. He has a gun? Why? Why would Dr. Doom, seriously, why would Dr. Doom have a gun? It's a little bit goofy. Store. Ooh. Where's Wolverine? I mean, if you're gonna have the X-Men, guys, tell me that you don't need to have Wolverine. Hulkbuster. Wait. Just a second. So they have these ultimate abilities. Look at that. That actually looks really cool. For anybody out there that loves Thunder Thighs, Ms. Marvel. Alright. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. So look, guys. Ghost Rider's cool, but I heard about this. I haven't read the comic, but I heard about this. This is the Ghost Driver. And he's the Ghost Rider that has a car instead of a motorcycle. I think that Ghost Rider having a horse is cooler. Like, Ghost Rider having a horse is cooler than Ghost Rider having a car. Man, my shirt is all... it's from the light that comes off my TV screen. Like my monitor, not my TV, my monitors, because I just have giant monitors. So he has a car instead of a motorcycle, which I think sucks. I think that him having a horse is cooler than having a car. But a motorcycle is pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm not loving that. But anyway, I mean, he's driving over people. Okay. He's got like a fiery Batmobile. Alright. I want to see the full lineup. They should, at some point, they should show us the full lineup, because the thing is with fighters like this, they become quite repetitive, and they do. I mean, it's not bad. It's just you're gonna be battling with the same guys a lot. Like, you're gonna have, you're only gonna be able to play as the characters that are available in the game. I mean, obviously, but if you have a small pool, that kind of can make it difficult to play for long term. So let's see this. Marvel versus Marvel. See, Marvel versus Capcom. Whoever's in charge of Marvel games making all these picks for studios, I just want to say thank you immensely. Spider-Man literally yells Spider Sense like it's his stand ability. I love that. Seriously, I do love that. That's a Japanese thing, though. We finally got Japanese Spider-Man back after all these years. Let me see. Fans, we want Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Capcom, nah. Artworks, fine, I'll do it myself. That's what I'm saying. It's basically Marvel vs. Capcom, and it is. I mean, I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah. What the heck is this? Yeah. So definitely go check this one out. It's launching in 2026 on PS5 and PC. But that's all we've got for this one, so let's move on here. All right. So this next one, I have no idea. Like, I haven't seen it in anything, and it looks like it's going to be one of those games that's going to be a little weird. So, yes. Let me see. Do I know? No, I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna. Oh, you know what I forgot to do is check out. Well, those ones are announced. I don't, and they're not coming for a while, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to see how much they cost. But we'll check how much. We'll check out how much this next one costs. Let's check it out. We're watching the trailer for Ill official gameplay trailer. Coming at us from IGN with the Google Chrome extension, we can see that it's got 1.897 million views, 65,000 likes, and 544 dislikes. Get a look at a creep. Oh, by the way, we're going to like the video as we do with all trailers that we react to, except for mobile game trailers, because we hate those, so we dislike them. So, get a look at a creepy, atmospheric gameplay sequence from Ill, the upcoming narrative-driven first-person horror game from developer Team Clout that promises an advanced dismemberment system. Ooh. It's in the works for PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. Wish list it on Steam if you're interested. Now, I like how they say narrative-driven. Now, because there's all these games, I think that what's happening. What's happening is that wait, go back. What's happening is that we are having a lot of open world games. We're having a lot of these different game. Whoa, never mind. We're having a lot of these different games that are like either open world or they're all like Elden Ring and stuff. Those are great games. Do not get me wrong, but there's a lot of people who want story driven, so it's nice to see them actually like just saying that to you, like don't worry, like, well, not don't worry, but just this is a narrative driven game. That's all I mean to say. Let's check it out. So we've got no price yet. That's what it looks like. This looks like some kind of Dead Space thing. It does say horror. So yeah, let's check out, by the way, I've been playing Schedule 1. You can go check me out playing that game. It's pretty cool. Okay, so let's check it out though, guys. Something like a Dead Space something here. I know that we've got this bar over here on the side. I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. Let's check it out though. So we got a 2-minute 31-second trailer. I hope that you're ready. Here we go. Mundfish Powerhouse. Team Clout. Ooh. What? Now wait a minute. What? Just a second. Okay, so that did not. At first, I was like, "Is that like a werewolf howling?" It didn't look like that, actually. It looked like some kind of mass. Okay. He grabbed his hand. Was he grabbing his hand because it hurt, or? Oh, okay. Looks like he heard it on the door there. All right. They're coming. They're coming. We've barred the gates. We hear the drums in the distance. They are coming. Alright. What do we got? This looks like fun. Seriously, this looks pretty dang good here. Uh-oh. This is obviously on PC then. I would probably play a game like this on PC. What do you got? Ooh, wrench. Now, just a second. I gotta pause it, otherwise, you know, there's always copyright. Always copyright. I really do like this. Like I said, so it's like this big moment. You're really, it really is. It's like, it's exactly the same thing. It's like the Fellowship. They're coming. They're coming. We've barred the gates. We hear the drums in the distance. They are coming. It looks really fast-paced. I wonder how quick the gameplay is actually going to be, or if this is just kind of a curated experience. That's the only question that I have about stuff like this. But okay, here we go. I just have to pause. Just, you know, everybody always complains, but the people that you see reacting to trailers that don't pause it and stuff, they're either breaking copyright laws, or they are, and you know, and they're not providing commentary, and they probably don't make money on those videos, or they're just kind of skirting the rules and not getting caught if they make money on the videos. But anyway, here we go. Alright, so, you know what it feels like too? It feels like this game seems to have a feel like BioShock. Yeah. I mean, look, you're carrying around a wrench, monsters are attacking you, it's dark, immersive. This definitely feels like BioShock. If he picks up that gun in the other hand, that's definitely, look at this. This is definitely just like BioShock. All right. You've got 2 bullets. Minimal AI, UI. Uh-oh. Yep, definitely like BioShock. Except it looks like zombies instead of mutated. But see, the people in BioShock were sort of mutated monsters. Almost like mutated zombies instead of just being mutated monsters. But they were, yeah. So, whoa, necrophosis. What the heck is the hunger? Some of these look interesting. I'm gonna look at this later.
Cheers.
Whoa, what the heck? We're gonna save that for later. Oh, that came out a year ago?
With Asana, AI teammates are here to
So
help
we
keep
just
work on
talked
track.
about it, though. We just, like, it's not coming out. We don't have a price. But seriously, this looks like a kind of a spiritual successor to something like BioShock. Yeah, really. Even the wrench. The wrench is the first weapon you get. Yeah, let's check out what other people are saying. So, man, I hope this game lives up to the hype. It looks too good to be true. I really hope it looks like this when it comes out. Nowadays, you got to be skeptical about every single game. These visuals with a good story would shake the horror market entirely. I love the way at 2:13 after getting shot, the zombie looks like he holds his hands to shield his face because the first shot hurt him. That's a really nice touch. Please don't be like Callisto Protocol. Please don't be like Callisto Protocol. Yeah, see, that's another thing. Is you see this game and it looks really great. Like I said, this looks almost like a spiritual successor to BioShock. In fact, I can remember specific moments that actually line up with this, where like you sneaking around and you see an enemy beating a dead body, you know. But I just hope, again, like that person said in the comment, don't be like Callisto Protocol. Don't be like Callisto Protocol, where it's too short and it's not great. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. The falling right there is just a small part of the physical reactions that will really please the eye throughout the game. Let me see. Wait. Okay, so... Oh, okay. That seems normal. I'm so happy that this game exists, and with Mundfish involved, I am convinced it will actually release. I remember when everyone was skeptical about Atomic Heart, but that dropped, and now we are getting even more from that universe. Is this related to Atomic Heart? Wait, Atomic Heart was the Russian game, right? Yeah, okay, well now it's... Is it why is it on sale? Okay, my sister was played this game. People are saying that it's pretty good, so that one person said. One person said it wasn't good, but... Yeah, so this is in the same world? Interesting. Yeah. Well, go check it out, guys. Be watching for more information about it. No information as of yet. Oh, stop. I'm sorry if that was really loud. Yeah, it just said to be announced. It didn't. Yeah, we don't even have any kind of release date of any kind. Castle of Illusion. What the heck? It's like, what is that? Okay, so we'll keep an eye on this one, I think, and we'll let you know if any more trailers come out. But yeah, you should do the same. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Otherwise, let's move on to the next one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think that this next one might be a horror, or it might be a comedy. I'm not sure. Something about it reminds me... What's that blue monster that comes out and it looks like a cat or something, and it gets people, and it's from some game? I don't know what that game is called, what that game that guy is from, but let me know if he's like a Muppet. The thumbnail for this looks... There's that a creature kind of similar to that is on the thumbnail of this one. So let's check it out. We are watching the trailer for Felt That Boxing official announcement trailer. Summer Game Fest 2025. All right. Coming at us from IGN. With the Google Chrome extension, we can see it's got 682,000 views, 19,000 likes, and 156 dislikes. Get your first look at the announcement trailer for Felt That Boxing, the puppet-based pugilism game, or pugilism is how you say it, I'm pretty sure, yeah. game from Sans Strings Audio. Felt that boxing combines comedic storytelling with intense arcade fighting action. Felt that boxing is coming to Steam. Release date to be determined. All right. Let's, interesting. Okay. So yeah, the comedy is where it's coming from. Don't know anything about it, but I do like some of these things. What, do you know, like Crank Yankers, where it's Muppets? If it's comedy and stuff, I think they have a great opportunity here to do something as long as the writing is good. So let's check it out. We got a 1 minute 33-second trailer. I hope that you're ready. Here we go. Lost Puppet Orphanage. Wow. I can't tell if that is an actual... I can't tell if that's an actual doll that they're using or if that's graphics. That looks like it's PC graphics. So does that. The graphics here look great. But like so good it might actually be real. I don't know. An unadoptable orphan. See, like obviously that's fake. Yeah, that's CGI generation.
Show me what you got.
That's just really good graphics.
If you're gonna be
So I'm not again, I'm not huge on graphics, right? But it's just really cool how they can do some of this stuff technologically. Now, if the game is still bad, this game is still bad. But, okay, so an unadoptable orphan will climb an impossible ladder.
gotta transform me. Why are you even here?
Why are you even here? We have got...
My dad.
Yeah, you know what this sounds like? This does. That guy sounds like... Not Jimmy Fallon. This guy sounds like when,
Where's my dad?
Yeah, it sounds like the comedian. He has the Late Show or whatever with, from Crank Yankers. Save the only home he's ever known. Or will die. Ooh! That's what I'm talking about. Hold it.
boy.
Take control of a flimsy puppet. But is this what gameplay is gonna look like?
I've been taking dumps in there all day.
Face off against unlikely opponents. Is this a VR game? And fulfill your destiny. Be fighting the Mike. Look at, you're gonna be fighting the frickin' Mike Tyson of puppets here. Look at that guy. Oh, Lord. All right. I mean, I think we've got... Seriously, I think... Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I think that if this is VR, then forget it. I don't care. But if this is like, it said PC and PS5, didn't it? No, it's coming to Steam. It's probably gonna be a VR game. But so if this is not a VR game, the graphics are going to be a huge part of what actually make this fun. So this is going to be one of those games that, like, if you're from this perspective all the time and you're moving like that with the PS5 or a PC game, that's still really cool. I wonder if yeah, let me see. I wonder if, like, okay, sorry, I have streamer brain, so I'm not finishing my thought, but like Spider-Man, I mentioned it in my review about its graphics simply because the graphics were actually something that made gameplay and the story, mostly gameplay though, actually better. Okay, the graphics in a lot of these things don't tend to not actually do anything, but sometimes the graphics actually mean something to the actual way the game plays rather than just how it looks. And this is one of those instances where I think that the graphics are actually going to complement the gameplay. This game requires a controller. Okay, so it's a controller. It's not VR. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. This looks like, yeah, this definitely looks like the way you're going to play because the graphical quality is going to be it's going to be a big deal. This looks amazing, actually. I'll be honest with you, okay? Forget about the fact that it's puppets. The fact that it's boxing makes it like it'll still be great to play. Don't get me wrong, but it's got to be for the right price because I don't know about the replayability of a boxing game. You know what I mean? Not that that's a bad thing. It's just got to be for the right price. Excuse me. A lot of these games are cheaper, and then if I go over here, Sandstring Studios, this is the only thing it has on Steam. So maybe it'll be a cheaper title that even if it doesn't have replayability will be worth its asking price. Everything should be worth its asking price, but let's be honest, some things just aren't. I hope that this one is. It looks like it's going to be a fun time to be able to do some pretty cool looking boxing, or pretty cool looking video game boxing, I should say. Let's see what other people are saying. Jim Henson's Punch Out. Jim Henson is the guy who did the Muppets. The most tech impressive game of 2025 is a Muppets boxing game. Seriously, this really, this looks awesome. Well, that game is a knockout. Sattler, are you saying the game is good? Waldorf, no, it just puts you to sleep. Graphics are honestly beyond impressive. Honestly thought this was a live action puppet show of sorts before I realized it was a video game. This is what the gameplay looks like. Then the devs nailed the aesthetic. If this is what the gameplay looks like, then the devs nailed the aesthetic in spades. Looks like something from an Adult Swim at like 1 a.m. on a Saturday. Seriously, like Crank Yankers. Let's see. Punch Out with Muppets? The greatest thing I've ever seen. I am eternally grateful that someone had the idea because the sheer glory is too much for my mind to have conceived. What the heck is this? What is this? Wait. Is that a vampire lady? I love stuff about vampires, so even if it's not something I'm really interested in, I don't want to listen to about a vampire. Is this an interactive movie? If not, those graphics are unbelievable. Seriously. It says, I believe it's going to be like those old VOD games. What is VOD? I should know what that is. I bet you when I look it up, I'm going to know what it means right away. VOD is the context game refers to video on demand, meaning recorded gameplay footage that can be watched anytime. This includes streams. What? Okay, is it... That doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Happy Time Murders is somehow better and funnier. I think this has potential, as long as it is what we expect it to be. If this is gameplay, if this is what the gameplay is going to look like, yeah, I mean, look at that. If it looks that good, man, this is quite impressive. Yeah, awesome. So check that one out. We don't have it's again another TBD. I'll let you know if we find anything else about it. But otherwise, let's move on to the next one. Here we go. All right. Now, this next one is for the Switch 2. And I don't know. I'm not a Switch guy. So I said in another live stream, and people, I think that there was room. Look at, it's all weird. I think that there was room for people to misinterpret what I meant. I said that the Nintendo Switch is a niche platform, and that's not exactly. That's not what I meant. The Nintendo Switch is not a niche gaming platform. It's the games that are on it. Okay, like hardcore gamers, you don't want to play The Witcher on the Nintendo Switch. The graphical quality is too low. The technical aspects of the system aren't what people would want to play with The Witcher. That's why the Steam Deck is so impressive. But the Switch actually does have, it's basically cornered the market in handheld gameplay right now, and it sells more than PlayStation and Xbox. You know, but it's just that the games that you can get on there are either a certain type of game, or they all look. If it's a modern game, like they all look. If it's a game that comes out for PlayStation or Xbox, they all look worse than they did on the PlayStation and Xbox. And usually, people either like the PC controls or the controller rather than holding it like this and looking at a screen down here, if that makes sense. But anyway, let's check this one out. I don't know how this is going to work out. This might be a game that, for me anyway, you know, it's almost like mobile games. It's like, oh, cool, a Game of Thrones game. But wait, it's a mobile game? Ah, that sucks. Which we ran into recently with Game of Thrones, The King's Road. So let's see if this is a similar thing, or if this is going to be a little bit different than what I might expect. We are watching the trailer for 007 First Light. Announcement trailer, Nintendo Switch 2. Coming at us from Nintendo of America with the Google Chrome extension, we can see it's got 778,000 views, 23,000 likes, and 582 dislikes. We are going to like the video as we do with all trailers that we react to, except for mobile game trailers, because we hate those, so we leave a dislike. 007 First Light is coming to Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. Earn the Number plays James Bond, a young, resourceful, and sometimes reckless new recruit, and discover an origin story for the first time. The all-new game experience from IO Interactive is coming in 2026. Let me see this. Is this a new game? Because what ends up happening a lot of the times is that it's an old game. And yeah, it's an old game, and then it gets released on the Switch, and I get the trailer for it, you know, because it'll be. I watch trailers from the latest week, from the last week that have the highest number of views, the most popular ones. So, all right, let's check it out. We've got a 3-minute, 11-second trailer. I hope that you're ready. Here we go. All right.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He watched them fall.
Hello, Bon
and
Bon.
found his way
Great to
off
have you
that
with us.
mountain. He was 11 years old.
He then started a grand tour of every major boarding school in Britain.
Always at the top of his class.
Wait a minute.
His parents cut their own rope to save him. He
Oh.
watched them fall, then found his way off that mountain.
Okay, so
Always.
James Bond is like that one dude from Naruto. I am doing great, Bon Bon. Great to have you. Just moved into a new house, and this is my new studio, so I hope that you like that. I am aware that there's a little bit of an echo with the mic. I'm going to fix that. Let me know if there's any issues with audio or video quality. Other than that, yeah. Biggest thing is equalization. I need to be slightly louder than the trailer. How are things going with you? But yeah, so 007 is like that guy from Naruto who like walked into a ninja school and killed everybody and was like, haha, I'm the best ninja. This dude is like on Mount Everest. Parents die. He's 12. Works his way off the mountain himself. It's kind of funny. This is a new 007 game. Here we go.
At odds with authority, same thing in the Navy.
His superiors all praise his instincts.
And they're all in need of early retirement. Nobody knows what to do with him, Mom.
No.
Okay.
And I suspect he feels the same way.
we've got
What he did in
a good
Iceland.
actor there.
What he did in Iceland was insubordination. It was ill-disciplined, utterly reckless. He only survived thanks to blind luck. Give me one good reason to put him in the program, Mom.
I think you just covered them all, Greenway. It's
Yeah,
quite
I mean,
simple. Bond is a bullet without a target.
so
Let's give him one.
so the thing about it is that in the military, it depends on what it is. It doesn't matter how good you are at something if you're not showing it out in the like. Okay, so let's say that you are gonna be much better. Like whatever your plan is for the way an operation should go is much better than your superiors. If you bring that up, like you're gonna get in trouble. Or you try to fight them on it and it's a big argument, you know, you're gonna be the one to get in trouble. And that's just how it is. But if you're out in the field and you disobey a direct order to, you know, like, hey, go over there and do the thing. And instead you're like, no, I'm not retreating. And then you run in and save like 50 people from a burning building and kill a bunch of people, a bunch of the enemy on your own. You will be awarded for that. So it kind of happens sometimes, but not, it's more rare. You know, and it's a different situation. It's not like you can be in a training exercise and you disregard what you're told to do to go do something that you think is better. In a training exercise, they'll just be like, "Hey, screw off. You're that was terrible. Don't be like that," and you'll get in trouble. So even if the outcome was better, but when it comes to like saving lives or doing something that really makes you a hero, then you'll get rewarded for that. Actually, and your superior will take credit for it. They'll be like, oh, yeah, I trained this guy real good, didn't I? Yeah. The good old army. All right. Okay, let's move forward. Okay, so we've got the origin story of James Bond.
Do you have an appointment?
The name's Bond.
James Bond. He's with me.
And you are? Don't think we've had the pleasure.
Now let's not get ahead of ourselves, James.
Okay. Ooh.
So you shouldn't have.
Okay. I want to see gameplay. Show me
We're facing
gameplay.
a situation of the utmost delicacy. I need
Show me
all my
Twitch 2
pieces on the
gameplay.
board.
Okay.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the end game is, we won't see it coming.
Is 009 the bad guy? Alright, so you see what I'm saying here, by the way? So now we're more than halfway through. I'll just show you this real quick. You see what I'm saying here? Like, these graphics are good. I don't think that I personally would like to go through to deal with this UI of playing the game like this with a game like this. Those types of things. I like puzzle games. I like Pokemon. I like, you know, card games and whatever. But you can see, I mean, this is like the old Hitman game level of graphics. But that's like okay because it's an update from what it usually is. Because these games on the Switch are usually much less than that. They're like PS2 graphics. So, yeah, we're up to the Hitman series level of graphics here. So yeah, or at least the last Hitman game that I played, which was a couple of years ago. I have been great. How are you? Let me see. I've been great. How are you? You know, have just been working and getting used to my new studio. So, yeah.
009 is a master manipulator. Whatever the
So
end game
009 must
is,
be the
we
bad
won't
guy,
see it
right?
coming.
All right.
Jet lag.
Ooh.
Gets me every time.
We got the ladies, because it's Bond.
With respect, Mom. To hell with that.
All right. So this is obviously all cutscenes. I don't know how you would do.
Tell me, what
Like-
you do, James? Lately,
like a racing game on the PS5 versus a racing game on the Switch. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you very much, by the way, Meka's vibes.
Headhunting.
Okay. It feels like an old school Bond movie, you know? James Bond fighting a dude off with a sword. 007. First Light. So... Ooh, wow.
I suppose this is another teachable moment.
Interesting. So I'll tell you. So yeah, I'll get back with you about that, buddy. Yeah. So the game Gotham. Oh, what was it with Batman when he was young? It was Gotham. Not Dark Knight. The Gotham series. The Arkham series. Sorry, what am I talking about? It was Batman Arkham Origins. Was a good game, okay, because it talked about a time in Batman's life when he was younger, and it didn't break any kind of mystery surrounding the character. This one feels like it's kind of scratching and maybe gonna the line, and maybe gonna give up a little bit. It's gonna walk a line. It's kind of scratching the crust here a little bit away, you know. And it's like scratching an egg. If you scratch too hard, you will crack it. And I think that I don't know how it's gonna go as far as James Bond. Do we need more mystery, or is this going to make the character in a way where it'll just be an interesting origin for the character? You know what I'm saying? I just don't know. You know? I hope that... So how have you been? Hope all is well. I hope that... Yeah, I've been doing great. Thank you very much in the chat. Yeah, just been fixing some stuff in my house. I hope that they can do this right, though. I always hope that every game... It's always my hope that every game is good. And, yeah, I don't know. Is it going to be like... I'm just wondering if it's going to be like Arkham Origins, or is it going to be like... yeah, so is it going to be like Arkham Origins, or is it going to be like Solo, where it gives us a bunch of stuff that we just don't need to know, and actually having the mystery makes the character better. So, yeah. Well, all right. Let's check out what other people are saying here. So good to see 007 back on Nintendo. IO Interactive is basically the only developer qualified for a license like this. Hitman Stealth, with the production value of the Bond license, is a match made in heaven, not to mention them integrating so many elements of the source material like the Fleming origin and the John Barry OHMSS. Shows these guys clearly care about being authentic with this adaptation. Now, is IO... Oh, it's coming out here too. Whoa, that's way too... okay, IO Interactive. It is the Hitman games. Okay. But I'm saying... Yeah, so just to be very clear, by the way, what I was saying is that the graphics of this game, the gameplay, are about as good as at least the last Hitman game that I played, which was not the last in the series. And it's just because the Switch doesn't have as much power as other consoles, and that's fine. That's fine because it's a handheld gaming that's really great. The Steam Deck is coming though, that's for sure. The Steam Deck is coming for the Switch. Yeah, so I definitely agree though. Stealth combat in the Hitman games was always awesome. It was always really cool to be able to kind of go around the semi-open world and kind of plan how you're going to do things. So that looks like it's going to be a cool part of the game. So Nintendo said they're not playing around with this generation with Switch 2. They're going all in now, baby. I bet you that they're doing that because they're trying to really ramp things up because of the Steam Deck. I'm not sure. I don't know how popular or how successful really the Steam Deck actually is, but I've heard. I mean, it basically can play any game. It's basically a PC. It's not like a Switch. It's in a PC. It's a very powerful unit, is my understanding. Bond being back on Nintendo reminds me of the GameCube Bond Golden Age. Everything or Nothing, Nightfire, Rogue Agent, Agent Under Fire, and From Russia with Love. Name's Drake, James Drake.
Target. Let's keep.
Oh yeah, because it does look like Nathan Drake from the Uncharted series. This looks absolutely insane for a handheld. The Nintendo Switch 2 is an absolute powerhouse. A handheld, right? Like the Steam Deck and the Switch 2 are in the same class. Yeah, okay, yeah, it looks pretty typical for a handheld game. Let's be real. Yeah, for a $900 handheld, this one is $450. That's why you'll never see a Steam Deck or whatever ally selling more than the Wii U. Wait, is the Steam Deck 900? Oh, like, let's see, Steam Deck price. Typically, how much is? Our Steam Deck 2 price estimate. What? Why can't? Are you kidding me? You're telling me you can't tell me the price of? Where do I buy a Steam Deck? Okay, so what? Steam Deck. Okay, so if I go over here, I can buy a Steam Deck. Okay, so here we go. $400 to $650 depending on how you get it. Okay, how much is the Nintendo Switch 2? All right, the Switch 2 is going to be $450. And let's click on it. Okay, let's see. 450. I'm not seeing any other price thing. 450. All right, Steam Deck, Wi-Fi, whatever, battery, whatever. I'm looking at the. I'm not going to spend any more time on this, but basically I was trying to compare them actually with how much you actually get here. Well, okay, so 1 terabyte. Ooh, that's actually. I have a terabyte hard drive in my computer. I have a couple of hard drives though. I'm wanting to see how much does it have. Let me see. Switch 2. Switch 2 storage size. Let's just see. Just on that one thing, yeah, you can get the lowest price Steam Deck has as much, and it's right. Okay, I don't know. I mean, Switch 2 versus Steam Deck. I'm just wondering, like, you can play any game. You can play any game. You know. Okay, they're saying that the Switch 2 is faster. There's pros and cons here. The Switch, I think that they're basically leapfrogging. I think the Steam Deck may have been encroaching on their their territory, and then they're going, okay, well now we're gonna kind of jump over that. Because my understanding is that the Steam Deck is great because it connects right to your Steam account. You can play any game that you can play on Steam that you buy on Steam. You can play on the Steam Deck. I mean, that's the whole point. That's amazing. This is the first time looking at 007 First Line. Great job. Well, yeah, it's the first time. That's the first trailer. From GoldenEye 007 on Nintendo 64 to this. We're so back, brother. Yeah, I think that this looks great. I think that for a handheld game, the only thing for me is that I would like to play a game like this on PC or on computer. So if you're selling it here. And this is the thing about the Steam Deck, and this is what I like, is that if I can take my Steam library here, buy it here where I would actually be playing it here, and then say, oh, hey, I'm going on a trip. Let me bring my Steam Deck. And then take my Steam Deck with me and be able to play all these games right on my Steam Deck. So my primary way of playing games would be PC. If I can't get to my PC, I would play them on the Steam Deck. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's like a laptop versus a desktop. This is my desktop, right? I get a laptop. That's not as good. It's my desktop. When I travel, I can bring my laptop. Yeah. So that's my feelings about this. It has potential. The graphics aren't amazing, and that's just because, I mean, it's never going to be able to compete. A handheld game is never going to be able to compete with one of these, you know. You know, like an old school PC or even a console. But this looks like it could be great, actually, even with the graphics and stuff. Yeah, awesome. So for those who love the Switch and are gonna get the Switch 2, 007 has landed. But all right, okay, look, guys, that's all we've got for trailers today. That was our last one. I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. Go check out 007 First Light when it comes out. We'll let you know about if any other trailers come out for it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. But otherwise, yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. God bless you and have a good night. All right, so that was just for the people over on YouTube for later. But hey, I really appreciate you guys. So just watch out for Split Fiction is coming out. Like, it's actually scheduled right now. It's coming out tomorrow at noon on the 9th of July. By the way, this is blue. That's why you can't see it. It's a breathing tube. It's like one of those little. It's like a straw, but it's actually for like a medical machine, breathing machine. But yeah, okay. So watch out for Split Fiction. Today we're not going to do an after show, but normally in the future when I have guests, we're going to do an after show where we just kind of like pause, talk about stuff that we saw, and I'm just looking at this real quick. Actually, one second. Let me know what you guys think about the Steam Deck versus the Switch. Because I don't have a Steam Deck. Should I get one? I don't know. Everyone comparison I've seen runs the deck at the wrong settings. For this one, I have matched the settings. Okay, Steam Deck versus Switch 2. Yeah, so here we go. Switch 2 versus Steam Deck. It's a closer battle. I don't really care about any of this. Tell me about this. Is better, and its age means you never need to actually pick it up at full price. So tell me everything. So this is the Steam Deck. This is Nintendo Switch. See, all that they have to do, though. Yeah, the Steam Deck has more CPU clock speed. The GPU. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see. It's got more weight. Okay, yeah, whatever. Resolution on the Steam Deck is better. Resolution docked. Okay. All right. I'm just looking at everything it's saying because I want to see like what's up. I want to see what your final words, your final word on this are. See, here we go with that's darker. I don't know, like people say higher quality and then it's really dark. Oh, this guy went really in depth. I really just wanted to get to the bottom of your article and kind of get your final thoughts, and instead I scroll down here and it's where's the end of this article? Here we go. My mini would go to Valve here, perhaps a price here, and beefier gaming handheld. But the allure of the Nintendo Switch 2 is certainly there, and this matchup was closer than I thought it would be. Nintendo offered a prettier and slightly more stable experience in Cyberpunk 2077, though some of this can be attributed to the fact that the Switch 2 port will have been specifically designed for the console. Also, whatever DLSS magic is going on under the hood, this is the version of the game I'd play right now, and it makes for... Okay, when we previously compared the Nintendo Switch and Steam Deck, the Steam Deck pulled through in its library and performance, where the Switch put up a fight in price point and Nintendo exclusives. Now the script is flipped, where the Switch 2 being more impressive and more expensive, but it's once again hard to ignore just how great the Steam library is, especially given how cheap the Steam Deck is now. Yeah, so I think that what's going to end up happening here is you're going to be leapfrogging. So we had the Steam Deck better than Switch, and also just having that library. Then you have Switch 2, okay, going ahead, and then the next Steam Deck 2, will be better, and we'll just keep leapfrogging our way to the greatest handheld video game console ever, or handheld video game, whatever you would call it. Is it a console? Whatever. Okay, but listen, guys, I really appreciate all you guys watching. Make sure to check us out. So these will be coming out this Thursday. In 2 days. The 10th. It'll be Thursday or Friday, honestly. You guys got to give me some time. I've got a lot of things going on with my new house. But yeah, that's all I've got. I want to thank you all for watching. Just say God bless you all. And have a good night.